Hello, my name is Juan David Barrero, and today we are going to talk about microeconomic and macroeconomics. First, what is macroeconomics? It studies large economic aggregates such as income, unemployment, inflation, and the value of money, seeking to understand how they affect overall well-being. Since 1946, the government objective has been to maintain high incomes, full employment, and stable prices. Difference between macroeconomic and microeconomics. Microeconomics analyzes individual decisions, for example, household, business, and why. Macroeconomics study the economy as a whole. They complement each other's. Microeconomics explain specific experiences and production, and macroeconomics explain total income, unemployment, and inflation. Third, nominal, real, and PNB deflator. PNB measures an in-country total output, so nominal at current prices, real adjusted for inflation. The PNB deflator shows how prices change over time. The difference between the two reflects inflation and income instability. 4. Inflation, real, natural, PNB, and unemployment. Inflation is the sustained increase in prices. There is a natural level of output that keeps inflation stable. If real PNB exceeds this level, prices rise. If it falls below, there is an employment economic policy must balance both. 5. Aggregate demand and supply. Aggregate demand is total spending on goods and services. Aggregate supply is productive capacity. Imbalance between the two cause inflation or unemployment. Since the 1970s, greater emphasis has been placed on supply side factors, for example, cost, energy, and productivity. 6. Stabilization policy. The policy aims to control inflation and unemployment using fiscal policy, for example, taxes and spending, monetary policy, money supply and exchange rates. The challenge is deciding how to act when inflation and unemployment coincide and avoiding policies that are too late or excessive. Closed and open economics. Closed economics do not depend on free trade. Open economics do, although the USA can be considered closed due to its size. External factors such as oil affecting stability, smaller countries are more dependent on international trade. Modern macroeconomics, Keynesian and monetaries. Keynesian support government intervention. Monetaries, like Friedman, about for the monetary control and less intervention. The problem of the 1970s were due to miscalculated inflation, supply shocks, and policy errors. The paradox of convergence, which without agreement, the paradox of convergence without agreement. Today, there is a partial consensus both approaches accept that in the long run of the government cannot reduce unemployment beyond its natural level, but they differ in their methods. Monetarists prefer fixed rules and Keynesians prefer active policy. Thank you very much.